So this is where we live, and we've lived here since the end of August, so not quite a year. Oh, come on, you're so beautiful. The kids will be home in the afternoon from school. You gotta change your bum again, huh?
Say hi.
Say hi. Okay. My name is Julie Cheever, and I stay at home. I'm a stay-at-home mom. I'm the oldest of 7 children. My mom was hearing impaired. I started being her voice and ears at age 3. So I had to make phone calls for her and tell her what they said. She got sick when I was 12, and so then I began making meals 3 nights a week for my family. My mom passed away when I was 16, and I became the mom. Getting kids up for school, getting them ready, making sure their homework was done, making sure the house was clean. So I struggled a lot in school and didn't have time for homework and other things. Want to eat some lunch? You want to eat? So I'm going to try that tonight. I gotta go get your high chair. It's outside still.
Well, and people in poverty, we don't even understand. I mean, they deal with things that we probably never would have to deal with. I think it's a different perspective. It's a different learning environment that they've lived in. And so when middle class people or higher class people are trying to pull them up, they don't understand that because that's not what they've learned.
I am very busy with my youngest, Drew. He has some disabilities. We have physical therapy that we need to do daily. You had a dirty face. Push it, push. I cath him, so I have to put a catheter in his bladder every 3 hours to drain it. He requires a lot of my time. Oh my goodness. I became a single mom essentially in September, and it's been really hard. I struggle every day trying to keep my house clean because I have no one to help me. I don't have a spouse anymore here helping me.
We see a lot of situational poverty because of divorce and things here at Habitat where, all of a sudden the dad went to school, mom didn't get her education because, dad was going to take care of her. And then all of a sudden they get divorced and she's a single mom. Now she's in poverty. She doesn't have a job. She doesn't have the education. The generational poverty is hard. It really is. And you really have to, if one person in a generational poverty family can change, you can change generations from now, but it's just changing that child. It's usually a child that changes.
Learn that family is important. My kids are the most important in my life. And I just want them to have the best of everything like anyone else does. I've been blessed with very good kids, and my oldest two help a lot. I don't know, we need to decorate. I told Joanne we could go up and help her decorate. Michaela said that you can't reach. I was working for Walmart and Sam's Club, and I worked for them for 8.5 years, and then they eliminated my position. They offered me a 20-hour-a-week job, and I said, I cannot do that. I'm a single mom. When you have older children that work, they penalize you for that and take your money away when your kids are just trying to survive themselves and pay for their things, and you don't get to use their money for your bills, and so it makes it really difficult.
Poverty isn't just a lack of money, it's a lack of variety of resources. So we see a variety of reasons why someone's in poverty. We see what we call the cliff effect. We have individuals in our Circles initiative who want to work, who want to get out of poverty. But because of the amount of public assistance they're going to lose, if they take a job that pays another couple of dollars an hour, more than what they have now, it just, instead of sliding down as they increase their income, the public assistance slides down, it drops off. So a couple of dollars an hour raise may result in hundreds of dollars a month in lost public assistance in food benefits or child care assistance or housing assistance, things like that.
Going to school and getting a college education is probably one of the things I regret not getting, I guess. But I've taught my children that it is a necessity and you need to have a higher education. Let's go in. They like to play out in the yard when it's nice. What's wrong? Can you say hi? Can you say hi? Drew's got a truck, a big Chevy Power Wheel truck that has a button on the wheel so we can ride in it. I think that people judge you for being, not having a lot of money, and they think maybe that you have done drugs or had an alcohol problem, or that you're a terrible person because you're on state assistance, but it happens to the best of us.
People have a variety of thoughts on why folks are in poverty. Everything from being lazy to not understanding intellectually what's going on, not having job skills, when in fact that's not the case.
Just because you're on state assistance doesn't mean you're low life and a piece of garbage and you're not a good person, because anything could happen to anyone at any time and throw you in, to having to get assistance from the state.
To be poor, one, you have to be a problem solver. That's what your whole life is solving problems. Two, you are always in crisis. So you think of crisis mentality. Think back of a time when you've had a crisis in your life, when whatever that is takes priority in your mind. It's the only thing you can think of, and you're just looking at that future, maybe 10 minutes or tomorrow or next week, rather than way into the future. And I think those of us in middle class don't always recognize that, and so we pass judgment upon those who are not in our economic class.
So I do have a plan. I do eventually want to go back to school and become an interpreter, because interpreting, you can't work 40 hours a week, but you make good enough money that it's part-time. So I just want to be able to support my family in a job that I would enjoy doing, and that I can do and still have Drew. Yeah, he's a cheesy boy. He's a cheesy boy. Say hi. There's got to be a way to get more help, especially when you have a child with disability. Even if you don't, I think the single moms need more help. It's really hard to try and be there for your kids and work full time and take care of everyone's needs and take care of your own needs. So I don't know what can be done, but it's important for kids to know that their moms are there, or their dads. There's some single dads out there, but